Hey everyone, you have Jordan here again with another FSD 13.2.1 drive. This comes on the heels of two great New York City based FSD 13 drives that I did over the past few days. I'm out east in the Hamptons, the Sag Harbor area this weekend. Figured I would do some backcountry driving, some driving in Sag Harbor. I have a pretty great route planned for us today, so let's get started. Immediately into forward, and we're off.
Now turn left onto Woodfeet Drive.
So this drive is very different than the other drives that I've been doing, obviously, in New York City. Previous versions have been okay on these roads. They drive a little slow. Not only do they drive slow,
Turn right onto
but they also often just drive like over the lines or in the middle. I'm talking about like version 11, very early version 12.
Turn right onto Ely Brook Road.
Being interrupted by the GPS. Let's actually mute that on this drive. Settings, mute. Alright, and can I close that? There we go. And we're off, making a right turn. There's some interesting like pull through stop signs with traffic continuing both directions. The car definitely will need to creep up on some of those. There's really some unique, like weird road conditions too. I'll point those out. Definitely one of the most trippy, like almost all the way circular road conditions. And this is one of those conditions where it has to cross the road and there's no stop sign for the other traffic. Looks good. Went right over, slowed down nicely. Overall, I expect it to be a pretty boring drive. Probably will do a lot of speeding up in this video, but I wanted to post it. I think it's great to show the car is able to handle some of this more rural driving. These roads are narrow. The speed limit's 30. The car's doing 35, so it's got to react pretty quick to some of these situations. Maybe we'll even see some deer. It's a little late in the year for that, but you never know. Slows down nicely, makes this turn nice and smooth. Beautiful. So we're coming up on some of these areas with the really strange roads. You can see the first one is right here, where the road just kind of does this weird jut out. This one's really the most ridiculous one. The road literally makes a complete like U shape. There's nothing there. I wonder why they designed the road like this. It's very strange. Previous versions did struggle over here. They would either go too fast or they would put the blinkers on and get really tripped up. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so it is banking over the double yellow, which I honestly would do in this situation as well. There's no cars coming in the other direction. I'm okay with that. This version is very comfortable. I think that's one of the most important things. And then it also improvises very well. So it gets stuck, it unsticks itself. You can see that in some of my other drives as well. So this is this crazy turn. And I'll probably post a clip of this one as well because it's just so funny. Jeez, look at the road here. So FSD gets way over the double yellow here. It's really faded out. This is exactly how I would do this. Okay, wow. Look at this turn. Steering wheel is not jittery. It's nice and smooth. Great braking and acceleration curve so far on this. And there we go. That's awesome. I'm quite happy with how it handled that. Sometimes during the summer when it's more busy out here, there's a lot of cars making this turn, and you really have to go slow. I'm curious to see what would have happened if it saw a car. Unfortunately, you're not going to see many this time of year in these backwoods areas. And right on cue, there's a truck driving the other direction on the shoulder. I'm actually going to put the car in hurry. I just want to see how it reacts. So standard, it's doing about 35, 36. Hurry mode. Immediately going 40 almost, 38, a little bit faster. Let's let it hang out in hurry for a while on this drive and see how it does. I have not yet tested the city streets driving stack in hurry mode. All my New York City based driving has been on standard deliberately. I really wanted to get a good sample in and then switch to hurry in some future drives. Now we're doing 40, which is totally fine back here. And we're approaching this stop sign. So it's going to go all the way up and stop at the stop line like it's supposed to. Perfect. And it's going to stop and we're just going to go. Fantastic. In the past, it's definitely stopped behind those stop lines before. It's been very uncomfortable. It's like a giant NHTSA stop, as Chuck would say. But it seems to have just rolled the stop, stopped at the right spot, and continued on. This is also another awkward situation. There's a left turn here. There's only a stop sign there. Beautifully done. Just so much smoother than previous versions. The car would get through this no problem before. It's just, you would be patiently waiting for it to hit that stop sign and roll up, and you'd be also waiting for it to like work its way through turns like that.
This is that once in a lifetime.
So we're going to make this right turn onto Hamptons Sag Harbor Turnpike. It's another situation where it should pull all the way up, and it does. Just so great. This is so much better. And we're going to roll this. This guy has a flat. Doesn't even notice. We're gonna go. Let's go. Perfect. Previous versions have also tried to dive into the shoulder lane on the, let's see if I can see, on the right side here. When it comes out of that turn, that was very uncomfortable. It would correct itself, but this is actually like a bike lane out here. A lot of people jog and drive bikes during the summer. So you see a lot of that. So that was a big no-no that it used to do in the past. It's pretty good now though, no issues. And the speed limit here is 45, we're doing 50, totally fine. Alright, so we have some pedestrians now. This should move over slightly for this guy with the truck. Should move over for the pedestrians here. It's going to, we're getting into the town of Sag Harbor here, so the driving will change a little bit. Let's see if it pulls into my first stop. I'm not sure if it's going to. I think that it should just probably park on the street. Is there a parking lot here? Oh, there is. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's gonna go into the parking lot. Give this lady tons of room. Ooh, let's see if it just parks. Okay. It's thinking. Oh. Okay. Look at it go. Pull up a little bit more. That's the first time it's parked in a parking spot for me. That's insane. Alright, well, I'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back. Got what I needed from the Geek Hampton store, and we're gonna continue forward, or I guess in this case, we're gonna continue backwards. Let's go back out of the spot. it needs to. All right, so we have to make a left. Gonna have to pull out pretty far. Looks clear. Looks good to go for me. We're good. So there's some interesting situations here. There's like this weird traffic circle. It's not really even a circle. It's a traffic mistake. I don't know why they even designed it like this. It's bad, but it's gotta do it. So let's see what happens. It's never successfully done this before. It has to go and pull all the way up and then like pull all the way around. There's a stop sign here. Does a nice job. It's got to pull into this weird left turn lane. Right of way here is very strange. Okay, so this is the right thing to do. Wow, okay. And then it should just go right now. Wow, let's go. And then it's got to immediately make this right. That's awesome. I can't believe it did that. I think I'm going to try to force it back through it another direction before we continue forward. It's got to do this weird thing here with this road that splits. Let's see where it tries to park here. This is strange. During the summer, this is an incredibly packed area, and now it's pretty quiet except for that one intersection. Okay, so it's got to pull into this is the right place. Let's see if it just parks on the side. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. This is hilarious. Oh, it should. These are spots. Is it just gonna pull into a spot? There it goes, and it did. All right, let's continue the trip. Can it go all the way around? It may try to do that. Let's let it do that. I'm going to add another stop in where we are forced to go back through this intersection. Let's see. We'll make it go to the ice cream place, Big Olaf. It has to pull down this strange, like, long route here. Add a trip. Big Olaf ice cream. That's right. It says it's closed. It is freezing out. Sure. And right on cue, it starts raining. Of course. I'm not even sure if I have the auto wipers on. They're off. Let's just put them on and see how many times it wipes. All right, so it's going to try to go back through the back of this parking lot here. Oh, look at that. Destination Tesla charging. Very nice. Previous versions just could not handle parking lots at all. This is actually some of my first experience even using the parking lot related driving. I wiped probably too early on my own there. Let's clean the windshield. Something I actually love about Teslas is that the windshield wiper fluid comes out of the blades. I don't know if everyone knows that, but it's a nice little treat compared to getting the whole windshield sprayed by jets on the hood. All right, we're gonna pull out here and we're gonna continue all the way around. That was so impressive, just awesome driving. So we get a partial rain drive, partial not rain drive, and overall just a very interesting town drive. It's gonna pull up here, nice. Pulls up a little past the stop line as it should. It's gonna have to creep a little bit and it's gonna go right away, perfect. So just to point this out too, we don't have the speed profile on the screen right now, which I've noticed allows the car to go into reverse. I think AI Driver was the first to notice that, but it doesn't have the profile, which I think is great because it shouldn't really be speeding through here. I don't even think that you should be giving people an option to speed through the town. All right, so it's got to navigate this totally different. Let's see if it can even do this properly. You're supposed to pull up to this stop line, I think, all the way up there. Okay. And then you're kind of just supposed to like whip this around. It's not a stop line here. And then it's supposed to go straight, I think. Ooh, it's a little hung up. Let's see if it just figures it out. It's going to pull up like it should. That's right. And it's going to go. Perfect. Awesome. That is so cool. All right, so spots here can only really be parallel parking spots, or you can pull all the way down into these partial spots. Oh, it's going to make a turn. Okay. Let's see. Is it going to pull into one of these spots? I think it's confused about where we need to go here. I'm just going to remove it. The goal op is closed anyway. Let's just see if it corrects itself quickly. All right, and we're off to the next destination. They still need to work on the parking. It's pretty evident per their own release notes that they haven't finished that part of the installation, or that part of this version yet. So it's impressive that we got it to park twice. There's no spots in front of Big Olaf, so I assume it just went around to like look again. So I won't really fault the car for that. In the future, it should do it, but for now, we'll give it a pass. It did handle that intersection so well, though. I'm very impressed with the way that was handled. And we're coming up on the boob turn. That's what we're gonna call it. It's like a big boob, and here we go. Slows down nicely into this. I actually think this is harder in this direction, so it's still cheating over the double yellow a tiny bit. Like I said, I'm okay with this. It's fine. Otherwise, this is like the most nauseating turn. Okay, good. I'm fine with that. That's how I drive it, to be honest. And you can tell me I'm wrong, and the car should or shouldn't do that. And we just missed this truck. I would love to have seen how it handled that. You can tell me I'm wrong, but people cut turns on streets like this. It's very common. Otherwise, you feel like you're literally being thrown around a racetrack. I mean, this truck in front of me just cut over the double yellow line to do nothing. Here's the second half of that turn. This is much more gradual until you get to this like bank turn section. Okay. Handles it perfectly. Beautiful. Come up to the stop sign. It has to creep a little bit. Visibility to the right is bad. Perfect. Slows down so nice for that giant hump in the road.
You getting high already? It's just 2 o'clock.
Right, and we're pretty much at our destination. I wonder if it's going to turn into this driveway. Here, as I noted, the parking stack isn't really done. I'd prefer if it actually just stopped right here, to be honest. Is it going to do it? What is it doing? This is not really a driveway. Oh shit, it's backing into this other person's driveway. Oh wow, okay. And I'm just gonna stop here. Wait, what? Oh, because it's on this side of the road. Is it just gonna pull over here? Get out of here. You're actually kidding me. Oh my god. I'm speechless. It just keeps doing these crazy things. You think it's gonna mess up, and then it backs into someone's driveway and turns around. That's insane. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's another intervention-free drive, this time out in the Hamptons. I'll continue to do some more, but for now, please like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on X, follow me. We're gonna keep putting this content together. Maybe we'll even get added to the early access group, you know, if the videos keep doing well enough. But thanks everyone, and catch you next time.